Hello, everyone. Glad to have you with me, CK2Much here, back and again in the world of Westeros, this time not with the Celtigars or with the Targaryens, but with a bastard of the Valerians. So we are going to be playing as King Aurane Waters. But before we get started, guys, please do remember to like and subscribe. Your support really helps me to keep going. I am about 195 subscribers away from becoming monetized. So if you want to help me out, support my channel, boost my content, the best way you can do that is by subscribing. But you can also, if you want to support me more, you can feel free to check out my Patreon in the description below. But all right, guys, I was very tempted to start this series with the yo ho, from those sea shanties that have been popular for the past couple of years. But I decided not to. But all right, so Aurane is a very interesting character. Probably most of you know about him if you read the books. Basically, in A Feast for Crows, when Cersei is in charge and she's looking for allies, Aurane catches her eye. He is the bastard of Lucerys of Driftmark, and I guess he is his son had inherited, and then now his son, my nephew Monterys, is the Lord of Driftmark. So he is an ally of Stannis, and I believe his family was also served under Stannis and actually died against Tyrion's defense of King's Landing. And then, once all that is settled, Oraine's at court. He charms Cersei. She makes him the admiral. He builds this grand fleet at the expense of the crown. And then right when she needs him, right when she's politically threatened, he leaves. And he basically sets himself up as a warlord pirate in the Stepstones. And that's kind of the last we hear of him, but I'm sure he'll make another small appearance in Winds of Winter if we ever see it. I was partially inspired to play this series, not only because he sounds cool, this character, but probably a lot of you guys remember NG Paradox. He was a CK2 Let's Player, or Paradox Let's Player, big inspiration for this channel. I don't know if he did a series with Aurane, but he did at least like a live stream. I think it was like a special event. So definitely go check that out, NG Paradox. I don't think he's active anymore, but all of his videos are still up. But he is a great, he makes great videos. But all right, anyway, so with Aurane, I think his traits really describe him well. He's ambitious, very charming and sociable, but he's ruthless and deceitful, and he's brave enough to go after whatever he wants. He's good at fighting and intrigue, the politics, and he's pretty decent at everything else. So we are in it for ourselves. I grew up surrounded by, some of the most elite houses of Westeros, the Valerians, always looked down upon. I suppose he received a good education. I think his family treated him well enough, but obviously he was cut out from, real power and whatnot. So now we are going to try to get rich and amass as much power as possible, basically. So I was looking at these different options we can actually have for a bloodline. So we can try to grow trade and plunder it. So this means we'll be merchants, but we'll also take what we need. Here, this is just raid, burn, whatever I need. This is kind of being a little bit more diplomatic. And then we have a similar diplomatic, but with the free cities. This one's focused more on slavery. And then this one is like a really interesting. It's like an emancipator one, but I don't think that Aurane would be into that. So I'm going to go with raiding and burning. So I'm just going to take what I want. So yeah, you are a pirate. A pirate serves nothing but his own ambition. You have no allegiance to anyone or any sigil, and you care not for any laws. To be a pirate is to acknowledge that there are only two kinds of things: the things that you own and the things that you have yet to take. It's the life for me. So the pirate religion is a cool one. It's kind of a funny one. So yeah, I guess it does have gods. Bacalon, which is a weird one, the Merlin King, the Moon Pale Maiden. I think there's some reference to booty in here. Oh no, it's plunder. I feel like in the old one it used to be booty. But all right, I could legitimize myself, which is an interesting option, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that. Maybe once I've fully united the Stepstones, but for now we won't. So I'm going to focus on war and spreading my rule. And I'm going to hold off on the ambitions for now. But the first thing we have to do is we actually don't control all of the stepstones. We have, I suppose, what the southern stepstones. Or actually, we don't even have all of it. Huh. Actually, it's kind of a random amount that you get. So I started with Sunstone as a vassal. These guys also as vassals. So these three guys as vassals and Sunstone. And I believe, do I have this tiny island as well? That's de jure. So this is de facto. Okay. So basically, these three islands and Sunstone. So we need to unite them. And our biggest competitor in the region is actually Salador San. So this is the very flamboyant pirate that in the books helped Stannis and in the show. In the show, he's actually a black guy. But in this, I think in the books, he's, I think he's Lycini. Yeah, he's Lycini. So he has kind of Valerian features. But I think the actor that played him in the show was really good. Really, really charismatic guy. But anyway, so he's going to be our main competition. We have about the same amount of men, and yeah, he's quite formidable. Everyone else is pretty, you know, will be easy to take care of. I think I'm gonna. I might actually try to get a marriage with one of his grandchildren if he has any. Yeah, he does. So I think I'll wait until I have more power. But we're gonna start off with these smaller ones. So we're gonna do a de jure claim for Last Lamp. Uh, for Southstone. So if I do pirate invasion, so I will vassalize or take everything. I'll do pirate invasion on one and de jure on the other. I think they'll end up with basically the same result, but it's good to know for sure. And I guess I'll also bring up the fleet here. Um, well, I guess that's really not doesn't make any sense. And then sorry guys if you can hear my cat in the background is a little bored. I don't really know why. We were playing with him all day, but he's a bit antsy today. Okay, so before we set up that war, I guess I'll go ahead and set my ambition as winning the war. I need to also delegate honorary titles, auto-stop plots, and create the Eastern Stepstones. And I have, yeah, I need auto-assigned commanders. And for regents, I did bring some Westerosis with me. I have my Vice Admiral, Maekar. So he's a Westerosi Valerian. I think the implication here is basically these guys were on the fleet that Aurane constructed. So we have the Valeman, Mr. Bjorkback, which is pretty funny. He's an inbred. I don't know how he ended up there. And then we have just Maekar, and he, I think I'm going to change his name. It just says Last Refuge, but I don't know what to give him. There's Mashola. Let's see, Maekar. What could we give you here? I don't still like that name. Maybe I'll make what is this thing he has here? It's like a bloody wave hitting a tower or something like that. So maybe I'll just make it like I don't know, blood wave. That sounds kind of cool. Or red wave? I don't know. Red wave? Let's just go with that. That sounds a little bit cooler. Okay, so we'll go ahead and meet up here at Grey Gallows. Honestly, maybe he should be back and this guy should just be House Gallows. But okay, anyway, special actions. Yeah, I guess we could set it to Torturer's Deep. Why not? And I need a court physician. We'll give that over to Dantos. And maybe let's go ahead and get him married so he can start a little bit of a life. All right, I'm going to wait to get married. Yeah, I'm going to marry San. That's right. Okay, so we can go ahead and I guess speed this up a little bit. And just to set the scene, as it were, I need some bodyguards. Oh yeah, I should also go ahead and get some of my guys married. So let's get Lysiros married to Prudence, and Dennis cannot get married because he is a slave. Maybe could I grant him freedom? He is my bodyguard, so I'll go ahead and give him freedom and get him married. So hopefully maybe he will like me more and protect me more since I have freed him. Okay. Okay. There was one more thing I was going to do, but and I have these guys as well. But okay, I think we can go ahead and start. Oh, I remember. Yeah, so to set the scene, basically what's going on now is Stannis is making a play for the north, getting as many allies as possible. The Ironborn are attacking the Reach. Fagon is about to enter the scene, but I don't think he has done it quite yet. And then, Daenerys is dealing with her stuff in Marine. So we get a lot of stuff going on right now, and that's kind of what we're going through. So we can pretty much do what we want for the time being without really worrying about anyone interfering. So this is like perfect time to be a pirate. Okay, so my sworn shields have gotten married. Hopefully we can get them some children, and then they can train their children to be my bodyguards. This will probably be a shorter series. I'm probably just going to play as Aurane, and then once I die, that'll basically be it. I'm trying to set up a bigger series, maybe I'm really trying to get that Jon Snow series going. That'll be a longer series. But okay. Oh, and just so you guys know, typically I try to have my videos out so for example, this one will be Mondays and Wednesdays around, I guess, 2 p.m. Eastern time in the US. It's 8 p.m. my time. And then Tuesdays and Thursdays, the other series will be going. That's kind of the schedule I try to keep. All right, so let's go ahead and lead this fight here into Last Lamp. Ooh, Jon Snow. Word has arrived that White Shadows stalk the woods, and he calls everyone to put aside their differences and ride north. Ha! What nonsense, those crazy Northmen. Okay, so this is the de jure war, and we'll see how I fare from this compared to the pirate invasion. I have a feeling it'll be basically the same result, but we can't know that for sure. This guy's not really worth much. He's attractive, but he's shy, paranoid, and stubborn. And he's kind of a funny guy. He's like a handsome guy who just stays in his little pirate hideout, doesn't want to talk to anyone, won't listen to anyone's advice. He's always worried people are going to kill him and just wants to keep what he has. And he doesn't really have the pirate's temperament, I guess. Kind of a weird guy. This guy's a little bit different. He's a family person. He's impulsive, but he's an honorable and craven. That's a weird combination for a pirate. I guess maybe he inherited from his father and just was not really for him. Oh. Okay, so Dantos is having some trouble. I guess it must be hard to be a doctor for a pirate. Speaking of which, I should probably look at my Master's Whispers. So I have a Nessa. I think she would make for a better spy master. I don't really need a priest, but I guess you can perform charity. It's kind of weird to proselytize. And the treasurer I can give to a future vassal, I suppose. But all right, so last lamp is done. I might even be able to get a concubine out of the deal. Yes, so let's see. So I will go ahead and clap them in irons. And yeah, we'll offer him peace. Okay, and so he is my vassal. Now let's go on over to Southstone. And my ambition... Ooh, I guess we'll just be get married if I can't make it the war again. Do I want Marek here at court? Ooh, he's actually a pretty good fighter. But 40 gold's a little steep, and I have plenty of fighters, so I'm going to say no. But very interesting guy. I wonder if maybe he uh, was on my crew originally, but didn't come with us. Ooh, there's a mutiny at Last Lamp. So I guess he's fighting to become the new vassal. I'll let him be. He seems more suited to being a pirate. He's authoritative, social, and kind. That's a little weird to be a pirate, but maybe he's kind to his crew, not to the people he's pillaging. Okay, so we got Southstone. I guess next I'll go after Shame Isle and maybe this Rickstone. After that, maybe we can nibble at these two and then go after Salador. Salador is such a cool name. Although, let me look at this. I could go after Salador and do a de jure war to give him this territory because it looks like what are these part of? Eastern Stepstones, and what about this one? Northern. Okay, so I could I could just transfer the vassalage over to him instead and still get the benefit when I vassalize him. Okay, anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. And I'll check in on what's going on in Westeros in a minute because I'm curious to see how Cersei and all of them are doing. Ooh, the blood of Corlys Valerian, the sea snake. This is a guy from A Dance of Dragons. Flows through my veins. Since the day he walked the earth, we have abandoned our old faith. Huh. Um. Well, would I have sympathy for Westerosi religion? I mean, I am faith. Technically, I am Faith of the Seven, even though I'm a pirate. So I guess I could include that. Because the religion of being a pirate is funny. This is more of a moral code than a religion. Technically, I am Faith of the Seven. All right. Oh wow, we got his whole family. Does he have? He has no money. I would ransom them, but I'll just go ahead and clap him in irons and see what happens. Okay, so both of those casus belli seem to have the same result, basically. But okay, cool. So let's go ahead and bring our men down. And we will go after Shame Isle. But is there any difference? So if we win, we get 100 prestige. And if we win, we... Oh, that's interesting. So there's no opinion. If I take him with a pirate invasion, I don't suffer an opinion loss. Because he is negative 47 and he has negative 56. But it doesn't seem like that's big of a difference. Yes, I still get the declared war and defeated me. Uh, but this it does have an extra minus 40. Okay. So that is a better Casus Belli for me. Okay, Salador is attacking this guy. Let's go ahead and I will also go after these two places. And a little Cold War with Salador. Yeah. Okay. So what's the how many men do they have at this one? Ooh, they have a decent amount actually. I can't just assault them straight up. Well, that's fine. So how about you guys just go ahead and sail on over here, and then you guys just meet up here. I feel like having the ship doesn't really give me any meaningful boost, but it makes me more maneuverable maybe. Ah, okay. So normally I don't bother with this, but because we are pirates, we could get together with the mob and take on the Miranese. But I think right now we don't want to disturb the balance of power. I'm making a play for the Stepstones, so I don't want the mermen to come in on his side. Pirates don't follow strict rules, but Monteris does not practice any piracy. Um, well, I feel like he's not really with me, so he's not really my heir. So I'm just gonna ignore him for now. Uh, oh, interesting. Okay. Where's Dwarfstone? Oh, I didn't even. Okay, well there we go. So Salador and all the other pirates have led or have joined a coalition against me. So that's not good, for sure. Which war? The Eastern Stepstones. Okay, so I will go take him out first then, just to get them out of the war. And I think Salador actually has his hands full at the moment. Okay, so go ahead and get on here, guys. And we will send them this way. If we can take him out, hopefully the coalition will collapse. Ah, damn. Okay. I could land, but that would really F things up for me. Okay, I will land at Dark Den. I could take this opportunity to siege him out. All right, I'm gonna see if I can draw him out then. All right, so we get this Valentine Valerian. I think I'll go ahead and enslave him because he's not really of any use to me. And I will maybe try to sell him at some point. If I free him, will he leave? Or what? Yeah, because he's my slave, right? Okay, so I can sell him. Yeah, he's not very, he's a good fighter. He's a decent fighter. I bet I could get a better offer. He does have limited use, though. Okay, so I'll just, whatever it takes. We washed him as much as we could, but, okay, here we go. So Salador is coming out. Maybe he will attack us, I'm not sure. I don't know why our supply limit is so low. That's interesting. But I guess I'll go ahead and just take Salador out, and then whenever I attack him, it'll be for the best. I could go ahead and attack him. I don't understand why the attrition is so high. Well, let's see how many men we lose each month. I might have to split them up. Oh, nice. So we have a new vassal. Okay. So if that's the case, I will go ahead and divide them. That's really weird how the... So these are like indivisible or something? 58, 50. That's so weird. Why can't I divide them? So this has happened to me before, actually. If anyone can tell me, why can't I divide them? Is there a reason for that? This has happened to me in other games before, and I really don't understand why. Should I continue with this siege? You know what? I don't think I will. I'm just going to go ahead and attack. Um, does this have a walkway? Straight across to fish skins. Okay. You know what then? I will attack this smaller army and I will just take the hit, the strategic hit. Because by the time they get there, I think I'll be able to defeat them. Yeah, and then he's going this way. Perfect. All right. So we're at 31 for them. Oh, you know, I probably could assault this actually. I think I actually will assault them. Ooh, a bit costly, but we beat them. All right. And but Salvador is still in the fight. Ooh, we have really, really low morale. Ooh, and he's coming this way, so I will try to get myself established here. Oh, did he pull out? No. Why is he not hostile anymore? Okay. Oh, perfect. We landed there just in time and surprised them. Perfect. Okay. So let's go ahead then to fish skins. Okay, and then once my morale is high enough, once it's at full, I'll go ahead and just assault him. A small flotilla commanded by one of my captains was prowling near Coin. That's up there in Cahor. and came upon a lightly defended ship. The captain reports that the ship and the crew were captured without much trouble. Ooh, and we got Illyrio Xander. His grandfather was the master of coin. Cool. I don't know if we can get any ransom money from him. Doesn't look like it. He's also not very good for slavery. But I guess I can go ahead and sell him into it. See if the Giscari are interested. Oh, look at that. So he'll take 15 gold. I mean, I could see if someone offers me a better price. He's not very useful, but I mean, he can read, he can write. But you know what? I'll take 15 gold. That's fine with me. That must suck, man. You win the lottery being born like a noble, and then you get enslaved. Uh, all right. So I'll go ahead and send them to my. Well, no, I'll just get him. She's pregnant, and Aurane is not lustful, so I don't think he would necessarily violate her. But all right, so let's go ahead and. Oh, that's a badass sigil. Badradine. All right, cool. So we've taken out these two minor islands. So let's go ahead and we will get this last guy here. Are these guys in my kingdom? No, they're not. Okay. Interesting. And then in the next episode, we will take on Salador, I suppose, and get our supremacy over the Stepstones. Okay. Let's see if we're able to assault. Since he took out his levies, they should have, yeah, they have a really small garrison. So we can just go ahead and assault that. All right, so, oh, what did I do? I didn't mean to click that. Can I sell her into slavery? She's also not very useful, and he's going to be my vassal, so maybe I shouldn't do that. Okay, so I'll go ahead and offer him peace, and I will just ransom his wife. Let's do that. Okay. So yeah, let's go ahead and bring these down. And hopefully we will not have a coalition here. Oh, why can't I attack him? Ah, right. All right, so he's the... yeah, here we go. Okay. So pirate invasion. Okay, so let's go ahead and just get them all at Torturer's Deep. Hopefully there won't be any coalition or anything like that. I'll go ahead and just send these guys out. So I'm guessing that I can't divide them because they're all from the same province, but that doesn't really make any sense to me. But that's definitely happened to me before in like other games. Like for sure. Oh, Stannis' ships are coming through. Interesting. Oh, okay. So who's this guy? Ah, there's another tiny little island that I missed. Okay, so he'll be next. So I'll take him out as soon as this war is over. I'm using a couple of mods, and I think the more bloodlines adds like a couple more little islands. So that's cool. Okay. Oh, nice. And we got a very nice person here. So I could probably sell him into slavery for a pretty penny. Ooh. Let's see. So I take Vargello in chains to meet with a man named Pazar, a wealthy slaver from Hazat. He carefully inspects him and says, "Are you trying to rob me?" Ooh, really? That's some bullshit. He's a great diplomat and a great fighter, and he's pretty decent with money. So I'll have to find someone else who will. He's not interested. He's not interested. He's not interested. Huh. Well, that's interesting. I'm surprised that no one was interested in him. Well, I will go ahead and, I guess, enslave him myself, but I'm sure he will become useful in the future. Maybe he can train one of my future kids or something. Ooh, okay, so I think Aurane's been on campaign a little too long. It's gotten uncouth. Ooh, interesting. Well, I don't really need a diplomat, but thanks for coming by. Well, could be useful in dealing with the Lysini. Who's my current? Yeah, 40 gold. Oh, it's 10 gold. Okay, I can get him. Yeah, get him as my emissary. Yeah, sure, why not? So let's put him in there, and I will go ahead and get him married to Melinda. Oh, I meant to, yeah, salt that. All right, does he have money? No. So I'll just clap him in irons and get him there. All right, and she in house arrest? Ah, Salador has her and her. Okay, I didn't take his family then. Okay, so let me go ahead and I will put them down, and then I think this is the last guy I need to take out, except for Salador. So I'll take these guys out, and then in the next episode, we will deal with that big kahuna, I guess you can call him. Okay, so let's go ahead and get all our guys together at Torturer's Deep, and then we'll go take them out. But honestly, I think Aurane could handle this by himself. Oh, yeah. So let's go ahead and hit him at Grey Gallows. Oh, honestly, I did not plan that very well. So a bunch of my little guys got attacked by him. Oh, all right. So after doing some business with the Giscari slavers, Aurane has decided that he should start researching the Valyrian conquest against the Giscari Empire. That's an interesting thought. Maybe we can do some raiding out there, especially after they'll be weakened by. Oh, what the? What the? Oh, yikes. So Daenerys has actually died from some injuries. She lost her nose. Ooh, so there are some dragons up for grabs, and I am a Valyrian with a drop of dragon blood. So I might have to go and find some of these guys. They're all at Marine. Interesting. And then Gokoro, whoever the hell that is, inherited and was killed by Drogon. Who's riding Drogon? Interesting. And now we have Garrus Drinkwater. Very interesting. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys remember, but Garrus is one of Quentin Martell's friends. So I guess right place in the right time, huh? Okay, so the Dornish have taken over Marine. That is very interesting. I'll have to keep an eye on him. But okay, it looks like our armies are honestly not doing too well. Ooh, damn. Okay, so we actually lost that fight. Well, this episode's going a little bit longer than I wanted, but I think if we get enough forces together and just go take him out in his province, we should be fine. So I'm just going to speed that up. And Aurane's going to march his units here. Yeah, once we take his one province, we'll be fine. So Aurane will lead himself. We'll have Salos and Morgan, another Westerosi Valerian who joined me. I guess Salos is Lysini. Okay. We'll probably go ahead and get most of our guys married so we can have some good servants when I'm older. When I'm in my 80s, living the pirate life, their kids will be not too young. Or I'm sorry, we'll be all grown up. I guess I meant the same. All right. Uh-oh. So Rael is now riding Rhaegal. Very interesting. And her son is the ruler of Mantaris. So the Mantarans already have a dragon. So I honestly didn't think that dragons would be in this campaign. Honestly, I would love to execute him. I think I will. He put up a lot of trouble for me, so I'm gonna go ahead and have him. Am I cruel? I'm not cruel. So I'll just have him hanged at Grey Gallows. All right, and now we have the Adorian in charge. Okay, nice. So we have taken over pretty much everything in the Stepstones except for Salvador Sands territory. I don't know if we're able to create any more lordships. It does not look like it. So we're going to sit tight for a little bit, rest off our men, get some more forces, and actually it looks like Salador is actually invading Cape Wrath. So this probably won't go too well for him. And once he's spread his forces a bit thinner, we can probably attack him. Well, actually, he might. How is he doing? Ooh. Okay, so his men are actually engaged abroad. So this might be the perfect opportunity for us to just take everything. So join me in the next episode, guys, where we take on our biggest competitor and hopefully turn him into our biggest ally because he has many daughters eligible to be married to the single, ready to mingle Aurane. So thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will see you in the next one.